Greetings, fellow simmer, and welcome to more 4K eye candy crazy madness GripperSim action. This week we're going to review the PMDG DC6. Now, for those of you new to flight simming, probably not the best aircraft to start with, but it should be in your collection because this will teach you about 1950s aviation. This is not something you can just pick up and fly. There's a little bit to it. In as much as if you go into a passenger jet today, and the captain decides to go at full power the whole way, all that'll happen is you'll get there much faster and you'll waste loads of fuel. Not in the case of the 50s. No, there is a lot more to these puppies, if you want to call them that, these aircraft, than meets the eye. Now, PMDG are well known for making study level aircraft, meaning that all the logical systems, the electrics, the hydraulics, the oil systems in the engines themselves, are all realistically simulated and modelled. Now, I have to say, I have streamed this, and yes, I did crash because the engines failed, because I didn't know what I was doing. You know, I didn't manage the engines properly, and that will happen. But for those of you who are new to flight simming, PMDG have included an engineer to help you, because it did take 3 people to fly this aircraft, folks. It's got 4 engines, they're old-fashioned radial engines, and the engineer on board will help you do all the start checks. And then later on, as you get more advanced, well, then you can do it yourself, which is quite rewarding, I have to say. It really is. Flight simming is very rewarding. Now, what we're going to do is I'm going to talk a little bit about PMDG. We're going to have a look at some eye candy, and then, I'm going to show you that approach I did. It didn't go well. Anyway, until then, all I can say to you is, GripperSim, eye candy, go! I'm just taking quotes here from the PMDG website. Anyway, they go on to say, the PMDG Douglas DC6 has been built from the ground up to capitalise on the vast strengths of this new simulation platform and brings to life the majestic DC6 in a way never before possible. I'm not too sure if it's entirely from the ground up, just a little nagging thing with me. I'll get back to that. They go on to say, while no detail has been overlooked in the design and depth of the simulation, the development team at PMDG has worked hard to ensure that even novice sim pilots can enjoy flying this magnificent example of flying history, as we have included a virtual crew feature to help operate the airplane with simplicity. Brilliant idea. They have a great idea with this engineer thing. They go on to say, their assistance is a mouse click away in the form of our automated flight engineer who will run your checklists, conduct flight system checks, configure your airplane systems, and manage your engine power settings while you focus on flying the airplane or just enjoying the view. Features which are included are as follows: external models for the DC6A, the DC6B, multiple variants, one is cargo, a fully interactive dynamic virtual cockpit, ramp manager, fuel and load manager, artificial flight engineer, which is really brilliant, maintenance flight manager and engine damage visualizer available in the in-game tablet, which the in-game tablet is brilliant, by the way. They go on to say realism options, realistic animations, highly realistic engine and flight model, airplane systems and equipment, realistic fuel systems, AC, DC, electrical bus systems, realistic immersive sound set. Oh, yeah, okay, well, I'll get back to them again later on. Maybe I'm being a bit picky. And free add-on liveries. So overall, I think the tablet and the airplane is the guts of it, because it does take 3 people to operate this back in the day, and they've done a brilliant job of allowing us to fly this aircraft, i.e. one person. So if you're new to simming or an old hand, this is worth a buy, okay? For those of you who like detail and like watching YouTube videos on how to fly this, I suggest you do. PMDG have great videos out for it, and they're going to continue making those videos, and other creators, me included, I hope. So yes, it's a buy, okay? It's a buy. It's a buy. There's 2 things I'm not happy about. This is the original sound in Microsoft Flight Simulator with the DC engine starting. Just have a listen, and we're going to have a look at the real one after. Okay, not bad, but let's have a listen to a real DC6 engine starting with the same clip and see what you think. Let me know what you think in the comments. The other thing I look for while I'm looking at new aircraft to review is obviously the graphics. Now the resolution is very low. Look at the curtains. I mean, this is, do they have to, This says to me they've ported at least the graphic side into the simulation, into the model of the aircraft. Now, to be fair, if they didn't even include the inside, I wouldn't bat an eyelid, okay? As you see, the Asobo interiors of their aircraft are stunning, and Carnado, Just Flight, and loads of others, and it's just a little bit of a worry, are they going to start doing what Orbix did, so do I forgive them? Now, see, look, it doesn't matter to a lot of people, okay, but the cockpit is incredible. Oh my god, look at the cockpit. Look at the app's 4K, high resolution, and all the buttons work. There's a third thing. They have got the realism. Look, that's just incredible. Every switch button works. Every system works. The time they've put into this is colossal. So I feel bad, mentioning the graphics now. Should I forgive them? Look at that. It's just incredible. Should I forgive them? Do I have to? Damn you, PMDG. So the PMDG DC6 is the first study level payware aircraft for Microsoft Flight Simulator. I suppose, the fly-by-wire Airbus is free, so happy days. Anyway, I had to mention the fact that the graphics were, they were ported, and the sound a little bit. Now, the reason I mention that is because Asobo have set a standard, and a lot of developers aren't keeping to that standard necessarily. Now, you could let off you could say to yourself, the DC6 it's so well involved and it's a study level aircraft. That's fine. It might be no biggie for you, but that's why I'm saying it. In any case, it's certainly well worth a buy, in my view. Now, this flight here you're looking at was a flight I went into kind of bad weather. I didn't know how to fly it. I was just a passenger. It's kind of embarrassing. Have a look. Oh my god, there's no one flying the airplane.
Can you fly this plane and land it?
Leslie Nielsen from the 80s airplane movie?
That's not important right now. What flying experience have you had?
Well, single engine pistons mostly, but this is an entirely different type of flying.
I know nothing about flying.
Oh my god.
There's one thing I do know.
That's the altitude.
You're the only one on this plane who can possibly fly it. You're the only chance we've got.
Flight 209, correct.
Chicago, this is GripperSim. I'm a passenger, but there's no pilots on board. You gotta get me a pilot to show me how to fly this PMDG DC6.
Here, I read you. This is Steve McCroskey at Chicago Air Control.
Back to you in a minute.
Wait, I also have to fish.
I don't want another plane in the air. And a 508 reports, bring it straight in. Yes, sir. Put out a general bulletin to suspend all meal service on flights out of Los Angeles. Tell all dispatchers to remain at the post. It's going to be a long night. How about the coffee, Johnny? No thanks. I want the weather on every landing field this side of the line, no matter what the size. You understand? Any place where there's a chance to land that plane. Stan, go upstairs to the tower and get a runway guide. Terry, check down the field for emergency.
Chief, we got fog right down to the deck. Every place east of the Rockies. There's no possible place they can land. They'll have to come through to Chicago.
What are you doing?
Looks like I picked the wrong week to quit smoking. I want the best available man on this. A man who knows that plane inside and out and won't crack under pressure.
How about Mr. Rogers?
What the hell is this? I don't need this. I need a pilot. You morons!
Well, that's it. I give up.
Everyone on this plane is in a desperate situation.
I give up. We can all die. I don't give a damn. I'm not doing this anymore. Well, Mr. Nielsen, what's your last words? You were the doctor in the airplane movie. Why is there always a doctor in disaster movies? To inspire confidence, I suppose. Act as a moral compass.
You can't expect to win them all.
And not with morons.
I want to tell you something. Kept to myself through these years. I was in the war myself, medical corps.
Oh, wow.
Was on late duty one night when they brought in a badly wounded pilot from one of the raids.
Fascinating.
Could barely talk.
I don't see how this is helping.
Looked up at me and Doc, he said, "The odds were against us up there, but we went in anyway. I'm glad. Captain made the right decision.
This is not going to work.
Sometime, crew is up against it.
Yeah, but I'm not crew, am I?
The brakes are beating the boys. Tell them to get out there and give it all they've got.
Perhaps.
And win just one for the zipper."
Yeah.
"I don't know where I'll be then, Doc," he said. "That won't smell too good, that's for sure."
Okay, Doc. I'll do it. I'll land the airplane. Get me Rex Kramer.
I don't hear myself talking to Rex.
You're going to have to let him get the feel of that airplane on the way.
Can we get him on the radio?
Then you'll have to talk him onto the approach. So help me, you'll have to talk him right down to the ground.
Very well.
Put Stryker on the speaker. Okay, use my radio.
Stand by, Stryker.
Sure, I'll wait patiently while I plummet to the
My hope
ground.
is to build this man up. I've got to give him all the confidence I can.
Stryker, you ever flown a motor-engine plane before?
I made an Airfix model once.
Shit. This is a goddamn waste of
time. There's no way you can land this plane.
Have all to yourself.
Jesus.
You gotta talk him down. You gotta. You're the only chance they've got. All right.
Listen close.
Negative. I'm lowering the landing gear and we're coming for a straight-in approach. I don't want to hear any more of your nonsense.
Unless you're in the
I'll
tower.
never make it in this soup. Never. Not one chance in a million.
I know. But it's his ship now, his command. He's in charge. Boss, head man, top dog, big cheese, a head honcho.
Captain,
look at this. Passengers certain to die.
Airline negligent.
There's a sale at Penny's.
All right, I'll need 3 men up in the tower. You, Newbar, you must see us.
Me, John, big tree.
Stand by. We're going to the tower. Good luck.
Okay, I think I'm on about a 4-mile final. You need to hurry up, folks. I don't hear anyone talking to me and it's getting rather
Bumpy. Hello? Is there anyone?
We're all ready,
who's
sir.
on again?
Captain McCroskey, this is Captain Roberts, Captain Kramer, this is Captain Colosimo, Captain Hinshaw, this is Captain Gatz, Captain Kramer, Captain Gatz, Captain Hinshaw, Captain Roberts.
Answer the bloody...
All right,
the
Colosimo,
radio.
you work the
What is
relay.
wrong with you
Roberts,
people?
check all air
Are
traffic
you
within
making
5
up the
miles.
rules in there? Are
Get
you
that
the
finger out of your
nice
ear.
or
You don't know where
cards
that
or
finger's
something?
been.
Are you nuts? What are you doing? Picking your noses
or something? I'm on approach for 09. Can somebody respond, please?
8 miles, turn right to heading 044.
What the hell are they doing? This isn't gonna work. I'm coming in fast and I don't know where
Where the airfield is, I can't see a thing. Hello?
Steve,
Hello?
Whatever you like, you can get poured
Are
onto
you
that
going to
field.
respond?
Being done right now.
What's happening?
I'm passing below 2. Oh, it's worthless. It's worthless. I'm passing now 2,000 feet. I'm pretty sure I'm on the ILS, but it looks okay.
He's all over the place. 900 feet up to 1,300 feet? What an asshole.
Power to all emergency vehicles. Runway is 9er. Airport vehicles take positions 1 and 2. Civilian equipment, number 3. Air Force positions number 4 and 5. All ambulances go to number 3.
I'm transmitting blind, so I need the searchlights on in the airfield for 09er. I'm coming in very, very fast.
All right, he's on final now. Put out all runway lights except 9er.
Captain, maybe we ought to turn on the searchlights now.
No. That's just what they'll be expecting us to do. All right, now just listen carefully. You should be able to see the runway at 300 feet. Aim a touchdown a third of the way along. Slight crosswind from the right, so be ready for it.
I've got it under control, Kramer.
Land too fast, use your emergency brakes. Red handle's right in front of you. That doesn't stop you. That doesn't stop you. Cut the 4 ignition switches over the co-pilot's head. You see us now? You should be able to see the field now.
Sure is quiet out there.
Yeah, too quiet.
Looks like I picked the wrong week to quit sniffing glue.
We're getting very close to the ground here, folks. I need to see this runway. I'm going to screw this up. Oh, wait, there it is. I see it. I see it now.
There he is. Stryker, you're coming in too fast.
Passengers, brace for impact.
Coming in too fast. Watch your speed. He's coming right at us.
Okay, I'm going to make it, but will I stop in time? I'm going way too fast. I'm on the poppies. Here we go. Hold her off. Don't hold her off too long. Don't get the wheels on the ground so you can brake. Flaps up. We bounced. We get it back down. Here we go. Oh my God, I don't think I'm going to stop by the end of the runway. It's aquaplaning.
Flight 209 now arriving gate 8. Gate 9. Gate 10.
Push up button.
I'm trying.
13. Gate 14. Gate 15.
It was probably the lousiest landing in the history of this airport.
Well, I flagged like I told it.
Some of us here, particularly me,
Oh,
Stop.
would like to buy you a drink and shake your hand.
Not today, but I'll be back on September 1st and I'll be streaming on Sundays as usual, 2100 hours. Ciao, ciao.
And Ted, I just want you to know, though, the going got rough.